Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I am Lucy and this is...
Mr. Dear Beautiful.
Rich, his name's Rich. That's so weird. Anyway, today we are going to be doing 10 baby names we love but won't be using. So we're doing 5 boys' names and 5 girls' names. We are obviously currently trying to come up with names for our 4th baby. How's that going?
Like a hole in the head. Yeah.
Not going very well. So, with girls' names, we don't really have anything, do we? Having mega girls' name issues.
Yeah, I think it's because we've got 2 girls and only had 1 boy. I think that's.
And I also think we've
the ones we like.
Named 2 girls more recently.
Yeah.
Whereas it was like 7 years ago we named a boy. Well, I would say we're doing slightly better on boys' names, but even still. And
perhaps some names we thought were unusual a few years ago, some we'll mention in a minute, are now mainstream. So, yeah.
Anyway, I'm putting this video up today because my lovely friend SJ has put together a list of baby names for us. I basically gave her our baby naming dilemma and she's fantastic. She is like the queen of finding baby names and she is doing us a list on her channel, so I'll pop the link to that in the description so you can go and see what she comes up with. You never know, she might manage to find our future baby's name.
She didn't get credit though, did she?
Well, I think we'll have to credit her.
Oh, send her a bar of chocolate.
Yeah, well we'll send you, he said he'll send you a bar of chocolate, SJ.
Fun times.
Yeah, we are linking up with her, so if you have not found her already or you are coming onto this video because you're looking for baby names, definitely go and check out SJ's channel because she puts up tons of baby names videos and they are amazing. But without further ado, shall we crack on? Do you want to do boys ones or do you want to do girls ones? We'll take it in turns. As you're a boy.
I'll do girls then.
Okay, first of the boys' names that we love that won't be using. Oh, actually, hang on, I don't love this one. This is why we're not using it. The first name on the list is Finley, which is definitely one of your
yeah, it's one of my top ones. Obviously, if you don't like it, then we have a problem.
I just am not a fan of boys' names with that E sound at the end, kind of slightly like effeminate sound.
I think it could be shortened to Finn. It's unassuming, it's not common, it's not very chavvy. I don't know of any little boys.
See, Dylan has a very good friend at school now called Finley.
Of course he does. I do know a little boy.
So it kind of, yeah, I just feel like it is a little bit more popular than I prefer. Do you want to pick, what's the first girl's name?
Avery.
Avery. I really do.
Is that a Grey's Anatomy reference?
There is, but that's his surname and it's a man. But I like the name Avery. It can be, I think, a boy's name or a girl's name. We definitely prefer it for a girl.
It's more feminine, I would say.
But we had to get rid, didn't we?
Yep, because we have an Everly.
Yeah, Avery and Everly just sounds a little bit...
tongue twisty.
It's just too similar. I think you will see as you go through this list that one of our biggest problems is that there are clearly certain sounds that we like and it just doesn't sound right when you use those sounds too many times. Okay, the next one of the boys that we love what we're using is Lucas. Now, we bandied around the name Lucas a little bit when we were pregnant with Dylan, and it was definitely on our shortlist when we were pregnant with Everly. But I have never really loved it. That's definitely been more one that you've
one that
I
pushed with Dylan, but I think Dylan was always the top. It might have been a middle name at one point, but
I think it was only ever going to be a middle name.
I don't mind it, but it's quite common now.
I just think it's too much like Lucy. I think Lucy and Lucas.
I don't, but you do. But
that's this. Anyway, it's been axed from the list, hasn't it?
Go on. Right,
the next girl's name.
Harper.
Oh, I've talked about this in baby name videos before.
Yeah, it's a bit of a controversial one because I imagine we'll say, oh, we chose Harper, everyone will go, oh, it's because of Harper Beckham.
This is exactly why we
went. It wasn't.
Because it was on our shortlist when we had Dylan, who is older than Harper Beckham. Dylan was obviously a boy, so we didn't end up using it, but that was on our girls list 7 odd years ago. But now, I still feel a bit sad, but we won't use Harper. We could use it for a middle...
I'm not so sad because again that will be... It's probably one of the fastest rising ones because of...
It is, I think it went bonkers last year, up the charts.
I mean, the first time I heard Harper was Harper Lee, the author from To Kill a Mockingbird, back in GCSE year or whatever. But yeah, I imagine that's a fast riser, so not really one of our preferred.
But we do love it.
Yeah, still like it.
Okay, the next one on the boys list is the name Owen. Now you talk about this name, because again, this is one that I've got rid of that you quite like.
It was one we suggested. It was one of my top 5 ones, along with Lucas and Dylan and Aidan, which is his middle name. You know, we all went around the houses with this one. It's a family name.
See, I don't
on my side as well.
Mind it, but I actually, the fact it's a family name is what massively puts me off of it, because we made a decision with Dylan in the end not to go with family names, because we just thought we didn't want to open the can of worms of like handing down family names, and I just don't. Part of the reason I don't want to pass it down is because it's a family name, and I would rather our children had names that are theirs, are their own names.
This is not a repeat. Finley.
Finley, yeah, we're talking about girls named Finley. Now, I flagged up this time that actually in America, Finley is rising massively in popularity for girls, and I actually really quite like Finley for a girl. Part of the reason I like the name, and I love the shortening down to Finn, I think it's really cute, but part of the reason I didn't like it for boys, I felt like it was, I just like that E sound, I think sounds a bit girlier to me. So I flagged it as a girl's name.
I think in my head, Finley sounded like a normal name, and then I would revert to Finn when I was thinking of a boy. But Finley, as here for a girl, sounded cool, but it's been ousted. So
yeah, we just, I think as much as it is massively rising in popularity in the States, we don't live in the States, and I think people would be like, why have you given your girl a boy's name?
True, but we've got an Everly that's big in the States, or bigger in the States than it is here, so.
Yeah, but that is, to be fair, Everly was originally a boy's name, like way back when.
Oh well,
yeah.
Didn't know that.
But I think that Everly is definitely a girl's name now. You never know, we could have it, maybe we should, if it's a girl, call it Finley and start a new trend or something.
No, I'm good.
No, I don't think so either. Right, the next one on the list. I honestly think this has probably been our most talked about baby name through all of our children. It has been on the list every single time. And that is the name Hayden. It's very like Aidan, isn't it? Which is obviously Dylan's middle name. It's clearly like that is a sort of name that we clearly like.
It's a Welsh name. It's one that I've
He's Welsh. This is why.
Yeah, like you know.
Not that you'd know if I listened.
But Welsh. It's a familiar one I've always liked.
And I like it. It's never been the top of my list. I do like it, but the main reason that it's ended up being scrapped from our list for boys is that I actually prefer it for girls. This is a recurring theme.
There's another thing that sort of put myself off it as well, in the fact that most people in our local area can't enunciate properly. So
yeah, it would end up being Aidan.
Aidan, how you doing, Aidan?
With like
come to my ass.
It's like
that's what I like.
That was a bit like East End.
That's what I like around here.
That's not what the Essex accent. That's not how I talk.
But asking Hayden to go to someone's arse sounds ridiculous.
Asking Hayden what?
Ass?
Going to his ass?
I
don't say ass either.
No, you don't, but they do. Anyway.
Okay.
Stupid people. Carry on.
Somebody has very strong feelings about southern accents, clearly. But yeah, it is definitely a name that we like, and it's definitely in that family of names that we continually come back to. But I think we just need to admit defeat. You want it for a boy, I don't mind it for a girl, but I don't think we're ever going to get there.
No.
You can do the next girl's name.
What is it?
Rosalie.
Was it Rosalie?
Have you?
Okay.
That's part of the problem. So you just say it.
Rosalie.
Or Rosalie.
Yeah.
That's part of the issue, isn't it, really?
Yeah. No one would ever get it.
It's a really pretty name, and we talked about it a bit when we were pregnant with Quinn. I remember talking about it with Everly as well, but Everly's name was pretty much a done deal with her quite quickly, wasn't it? But you have a major issue with the fact that we have an R surname and you have an R first name, and you don't like it. So he has effectively vetoed all names beginning with R.
Anyone with a speech impediment would struggle. Who can't, say their R's. It'd be like, Richard Wobbits is what I am.
How much have you been called Richard Wobbits in your life, though?
By people with speech impediments. Yeah.
How many people do you know with speech impediment?
Well, I'm 35, so there's been a few instances over the years, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, basically, as much as we love the name, I do think that the Rosalie issue would pop up quite a bit, because I think we would have had to make a decision about how we wanted to pronounce it, and then you'd spend your life correcting people, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love that name, but no. And the last one on the boys list, which I'm still a little bit heartbroken about, because I really do love this name, and this is what we would have called Quinn if she'd been a boy. And that name is Flynn. Can you immediately see the issue that we have now with why we can't use Flynn?
Even though her name is Ashlyn, we refer to her as
even
Quinn.
Ashlyn, and then even it doesn't sound any better because it's the
a
same
no.
sound.
Then you've got Dylan.
So you'd have Dylan, Everly, Ashlyn and Flynn, or Dylan, Everly, Quinn and Flynn. Quinn and Flynn just sounds so stupid.
And then because they'll be closest in age, I imagine the other two at school, I can just hear you shouting,
Yeah.
Quinn, Flynn.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But I
sound
love
right.
it. It's such a cool, I just feel like it's a really cool name, but it rhymes. So yeah, Flynn. I'm still a bit heartbroken.
No, move on.
Anyway, do you want to crack on with our
I can't read it, it's the wrong way
fifth
around.
and final girl's name?
I didn't see it. Adeline.
Oh, I love this name. I'm kind of devastated that I didn't
What
come.
we shortened to AD?
We talked about Addie, didn't we?
Addie.
Because we've always liked Addison when we were pregnant with Dylan.
Ashton and Addison were the ones.
Because
back
we
then.
liked the nickname Addie, and obviously you could have Addie from Adeline, and it's obviously oh, I love it. I just think it's, I kind of wish I'd found the name Adeline when I was pregnant with Ashlyn, because obviously they're very similar, and that is the reason why we can't have Adeline, because Ashlyn and Adeline sound too similar. But it's such a pretty name.
Or we can give it to someone else.
Yeah,
Hand
please.
delivered.
Please use Adeline and Flynn. Or we could get some fish. Or more cats.
The thing is, when you get fish, because they die so quickly, you need a lot of names, so we have to rehash a lot of names. Don't we?
We've got a great long list, we're fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are our names that we love, but won't be using.
Feel free, we don't care.
And yeah, you can take those, and I would love to know that somebody was using them, because we can't, for whatever reason. And hopefully we will be able to watch SJ's video, which you definitely need to go and watch now, and hopefully there'll be a perfect name in there for us, because otherwise this fourth baby might be nameless for a while when they appear. Likely to just be called Baby. To be fair, Quinn likes a really literal name, so she has a doll at my mum's house called Pink Dress, so maybe we could call it like White Baby Grow.
Jaundice.
Or what names did the children suggest?
Philip.
Yeah, Dylan suggested
Dylan.
Philip, and Emily suggested Freddie.
He liked Amelia.
No, she liked Amelia,
Oh, yeah.
and he liked Olivia.
That's
So
it.
basically they chose the two most popular girls' names, Amelia and Olivia, which they're just not my kind of thing. And then Freddie and Philip. Like, where the hell does Philip come from?
Prince.
So random. But yeah, Freddie and Philip. We're not having Freddie, Philip, or Olivia or Amelia either. So our children aren't being particularly helpful. But you could be helpful. If you've got any great names, we would love to hear them in the comments. And we will see you again for another video very soon.
Really?
Yeah, you love this video, Lark.
Yeah. Bye.
That's why you're going to give them a lovely big, like, theatrical
I do,
goodbye, aren't
yeah.
you?
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god. Pull expressive and interesting faces. I don't know. But like ones where we're kind of going, I don't know what name to choose. This is where your acting comes out.
Hello?
What was that one? Was that like,
It's like,
being a light bulb?
yeah.
You're having a light bulb moment.
Whether I can get a light bulb.
Oh god.
We're now into props list.
Remember to look at the lens, not the screen. It's not working, is it? And then can you kind of pull a like, I just don't know face? I'm gonna wake Quinn up. Maybe just smile nicely at the camera. That's not nicely. You look like you're taking really ugly passport photos.